But if I give my wife a handkerchief,
what then?
why then 'tis hers, my lord, and being hers, she may, I think, bestow it on any man.
She is protectress of her honor, too. May she give that?
Her honor is an essence that's not seen. They have it very oft that have it not. But for the handkerchief...
By heaven, I would most gladly have forgot it. Thou saidst, oh, it comes o'er my memory, as doth the raven or the infectious house, boding to all, he had my handkerchief.
What if I had said I had seen him do you wrong, or heard him say...
Hath he said anything?
He hath, my lord, but be well assured, no more than he'll unswear.
What hath he said?
Why, that he did... I know not what he did.
What? What?
Lie.
With her?
With her, on her, what you will.
Lie with her. Lie on her. We say lie on her when they belie her. Lie with her. That's fulsome. Handkerchief. Confessions. Handkerchief. To confess and be hanged for his labor. First to be hanged and then to confess. It's possible. Confess. Handkerchief. Oh, devil!
Work on. My medicine works. Thus, credulous fools are caught, and many worthy and chaste dames, even thus, all guiltless, meet reproach. How now, Cassio?
What's the matter?
My lord has fallen into an epilepsy.
Rub him about the temples.
No, forbear. The lethargy must have his quiet course. Do you withdraw yourself a little while? He will recover straight. When he is gone, I would on great occasion speak with you. How is it, General? Have you not hurt your head?
Dost thou mock me?
I mock you not, by heaven. Would you would bear your fortune like a man?
A horned man's a monster and a beast.
There's many a beast, then, in a populous city, and many a civil monster. There's millions now alive that nightly lie in those improper beds, which they dare swear peculiar. Your case is better. Oh, 'tis the spite of hell, the fiend's arch mock, to lip a wanton in a secure couch, and to suppose her chaste. No, let me know, and knowing what I am, I know what she shall be.
Oh, thou art wise, 'tis certain.
Stand you a while apart. Confine yourself but in a patient list. Whilst you were here, o'erwhelmed with your grief, a passion most unsuiting such a man, Cassio came hither. I shifted him away, and laid good excuse upon your ecstasy, bade him anon return, and here speak with me, the which he promised. Do you but encave yourself, and mark the fleers, the jibes, and notable scorns that dwell in every region of his face, for I will make him tell the tale anew. Where, how oft, how long ago, and when he hath and is again to cop your wife. I say, but mark his gesture. Marry patience, or I shall say you're all in all in spleen and nothing of a man. Will you withdraw? Now will I question Cassio of Bianca, a housewife that by selling her desires buys herself bread and clothes. It is a creature that dotes on Cassio, as 'tis the strumpet's plague to beguile many and be beguiled by one. He, when he hears of her, cannot restrain from the excess of laughter. Here he comes. As he shall smile, Othello shall go mad, and his unbookish jealousy must conserve poor Cassio's smiles, gestures, and light behaviors quite in the wrong. How do you, Lieutenant?
The worse that you give me the addition, whose want even kills me.
Ply Desdemona well, and you are sure on it. Now, if the suit lay in Bianca's power, how quickly should you speed?
Oh, alas, poor caitiff.
I never knew woman love man so.
Alas, poor rogue. I think, in faith, she loves me.
She gives it out that you shall marry her. Do you intend it?
I marry? What? A customer. Prithee, bear some charity to my wit. Do not think it so unwholesome.
Faith, the cry goes that you marry her.
This is the monkey's own giving out. She is persuaded I will marry her out of her own love and flattery, not out of my promise. She was here even now. She haunts me in every place. I was the other day talking on the sea bank with certain Venetians, and thither comes the bauble and falls me thus about the neck.
Before me, look where she comes.
What do you mean by this haunting of me?
Let the devil and his dam haunt you. What did you mean by that same handkerchief you gave me even now? I was a fine fool to take it. I must take out the work. A likely piece of work that you should find it in your chamber and not know who left it there. This is some minx token, and I must take out the work? There, give it your hobby horse wheresoever you had it. I'll take out no work on't.
How now, my sweet Bianca? How now? How now?
If you'll come to supper tonight, you may. If you will not, come when you are next prepared for.
After her, after her.
Faith, I must. She'll rail in the street else.
Will you sup there?
Faith, I intend so.
Well, I may chance to see you, for I would very fain speak with you.
Prithee, come, will you?
Go to, say no more.
How shall I murder him, Iago?
Did you perceive how he laughed at his vice?
Oh, Iago.
And did you see the handkerchief?
Was that mine?
Yours, by this hand, and to see how he prizes the foolish woman your wife. She gave it to him, and he hath given it his whore.
I would have him 9 years a killing. A fine woman, a fair woman, a sweet woman.
Nay, you must forget that.
Aye, let her rot and perish and be damned tonight, for she shall not live. No, my heart is turned to stone. I strike it, and it hurts my hand. Oh, the world hath not a sweeter creature. She may lie by an emperor's side and command him tasks.
Nay, that's not your way.
Hang her. I do but say what she is. So delicate with her needle, an admirable musician. Oh, she will sing the savageness out of a bear, of so high and plenteous wit and invention.
She's the worse for all this.
Oh, 1,000,000 times, and then of so gentle a condition.
Aye, too gentle.
Oh, nay, that's certain. But yet the pity of it, Iago. Oh, Iago, the pity of it, Iago.
If you are so fond over her iniquity, give her patent to offend. For if it touch not you, it comes near nobody.
Get me some poison, Iago, this night. I'll not expostulate with her, lest her body and beauty unprovide my mind again. This night, Iago.
Do it not with poison. Strangle her in her bed, even the bed she hath contaminated.
Good. Good. The justice of it pleases. Very good.
And for Cassio, let me be his undertaker. You shall hear more by midnight.
Excellent good. What trumpet is that same?
I warrant something from Venice. 'Tis Lodovico. This comes from the Duke. See, your wife's with him.
God save you, worthy general.
With all my heart, sir.
The Duke and his senators of Venice greet you.
I kiss the instrument of their pleasures.
I am very glad to see you, Signor. Welcome to Cyprus.
I thank you. How does Lieutenant Cassio?
Lives, sir.
Cousin, there's a fallen between him and my lord, an unkind breach. But you shall make all well.
Is there division twixt my lord and Cassio?
A most unhappy one. I would do so much to atone them for the love I bear Cassio.
Fire and brimstone!
My lord?
Maybe the letter moved him, for as I think they do command him home, deputing Cassio in his government.
By my troth, I'm glad on it.
Indeed?
My lord?
I am glad to see you mad.
Why, sweet Othello,
Devil!
I have not deserved this.
My lord, this would not be believed in Venice, though I should swear I saw it. 'Tis very much. Make her amends, she weeps.
Oh, devil, devil! If that the earth could teem with woman's tears, each drop she falls would prove a crocodile. Out of my sight!
I will not stay to offend you.
Truly an obedient lady. I do beseech your lordship, call her back.
Mistress,
My lord?
what would you with her, sir?
Who? I, my lord?
Aye, you did wish that I would make her turn. Sir, she can turn, and yet go on, and turn again. And she can weep, sir, weep. And she's obedient, as you say, obedient, very obedient. Proceed you in your tears. Concerning this, sir, I obey the mandate, and will return to Venice. Hence, avaunt! Cassio shall have my place. And, sir, tonight, I do entreat that we may sup together. You are welcome, sir, to Cyprus. Goats and monkeys.
Is this the noble Moor whom our full senate call all in all sufficient? Is this the nature whom passion could not shake, whose solid virtue the shot of accident nor dart of chance could neither graze nor pierce?
He is much changed. Alas, alas, it is not honesty in me to speak what I have seen and known. You shall observe him, and his own courses will denote him so, that I may save my speech. But do but go after, and mark how he continues.
I am sorry that I am deceived in him.
You have seen nothing, then?
Nor ever heard, nor ever did suspect.
Yes, you have seen Cassio and she together.
But then I saw no harm, and then I heard each syllable that breath made up between them.
What, did they never whisper?
Never, my lord.
Nor send you out of the way?
Never.
That's strange.
I durst, my lord, to wager she is honest, lay down my soul at stake. If you think other, remove your thought. It doth abuse your bosom. If any wretch have put this in your head, let heaven requite it with the serpent's curse. For if she be not honest, chaste, and true, there's no man happy. The purest of their wives is foul as slander.
Bid her come hither. Go. She says enough, yet she's a simple bawd that cannot say as much. This is a subtle whore, a closet lock and key of villainous secrets, and yet she'll kneel and pray. I have seen her do it.
My lord, what is your will?
Pray you, Chuck, come hither.
What is your pleasure?
Some of your function, mistress. Leave procreance alone and shut the door.
Upon my knee, what doth your speech import? I understand a fury in your words.
Why? What art thou?
Your wife, my lord. Your true and loyal wife.
Come, swear it! Damn thyself! Lest being like one of heaven, the devils themselves should fear to seize thee, therefore be double damned. Swear thou art honest.
Heaven doth truly know it.
Heaven truly knows that thou art false as hell.
To whom, my lord? With whom? How am I false?
Oh, Desdemona, away, away, away!
Alas, the heavy day. Why do you weep? Am I the motive of these tears, my lord?
Oh, thou weed, who art so lovely fair and smells so sweet, that the sense aches at thee when thou hast never been born.
Alas, what ignorant sin have I committed?
Was this fair paper, this most goodly book, made to write whore upon? What committed?
By heaven, you do me wrong.
Are you not a strumpet?
No, as I am a Christian. If to preserve this vessel for my lord from any other foul, unlawful touch be not a strumpet, I am none.
What, not a whore?
No, as I shall be saved.
I cry you mercy then. I took you for that cunning whore of Venice that married with Othello, you mistress. that have the office opposite to St. Peter, and keeps the gate of hell. You! We have done our course. There's money for your pains. I pray you, turn the key and keep our counsel.
Alas, what does this gentleman conceive? How do you, madam? How do you, my good lady?
Faith, half asleep.
Good madam, what's the matter with my lord?
With who?
Why, with my lord, madam.
Who is thy lord?
He that is yours, sweet lady.
I have none. Do not talk to me, Amelia. I cannot weep, nor answers have I none. But what should go by water? Prithee, tonight, lay on my bed my wedding sheets. Remember and call thy husband hither.
Here's a change indeed.
'Tis meet I should be used, so very meet. How have I behaved that he might stick the smallest opinion on my least misuse?
What is your pleasure, madam? How is't with you?
I cannot tell.
Alas, Iago, my lord hath so behorred her, thrown such despot and heavy terms upon her that true hearts cannot bear.
Am I that name, Iago?
What name, fair lady?
Such as she said my lord did say I was.
He called her whore. A beggar in his drink could not have laid such a term upon his callet.
Why did he so?
I do not know. I am sure I am none such.
Do not weep. Do not weep. Oh, alas the day.
Hath she forsook so many noble matches, her father and her country and her friends, to be called whore? Would it not make one weep?
It is my wretched fortune.
Beshrew him for it. How comes this trick upon him?
Nay, heaven doth know.
I will be hanged if some eternal villain, some busy and insinuating rogue, some cogging, cousining slave to get some office have not devised this slander. I will be hanged else.
Fie, there is no such man, it is impossible.
If any such there be, heaven pardon him.
A halter pardon him, and hell gnaw his bones. Why should he call her whore? Who keeps her company? What place? What time? What form? What likelihood? The more's abused by some most villainous knave, some base notorious knave, some scurvy fellow.
Speak within door.
Oh, fie upon them! Some such squire he was that turned your wit the seamy side without, and made you to suspect me with the more.
You are a fool. Go to.
Alas, Iago, what shall I do to win my lord again? Good friend, go to him. For by this light of heaven, I know not how I lost him. Here I kneel. If ever my will did trespass against his love, either in discourse of thought or actual deed, comfort forswear me. One kindness may do much, and his unkindness may defeat my life, but never taint my love. I cannot say whore. It does abhor me now I speak the word, to do the act that might the addition earn, not the world's mass of vanity could make me.
I pray you be content. 'Tis but his humor. Hark, how these instruments summon to supper. The messengers of Venice stay the meat. Go in and weep not. All things shall be well. How now, Roderigo?
I do not find that thou dealst justly with me.
What in the contrary?
Every day thou daffest me with some device, Iago. I will indeed no longer endure it, nor am I yet persuaded to put up in peace what already I have foolishly suffered.
Will you hear me, Roderigo?
Faith, I have heard too much, and your words and performances are no kin together.
You charge me most unjustly.
With not the truth. I have wasted myself out of my means. The jewels you have had from me to deliver Desdemona would half have corrupted a votarist. You have told me she hath received them and returned me expectations and comforts of sudden respect and acquaintance, but I find none.
We'll go too. Very well.
Very well, go to. I cannot. Go to, man. Nor 'tis not very well by this hand. I say 'tis very scurvy, and begin to find myself fopped in it.
Very well.
I tell you 'tis not. Very well. I will make myself known to Desdemona. If she will return me my jewels, I will give over my suit and repent my unlawful solicitation. If not, assure yourself, I will seek satisfaction of you.
Why, now I see there's metal in thee. Give me thy hand, Roderigo. Thou hast taken against me a most just exception, but yet I protest I have dealt most directly in thy affair.
It hath not appeared.
I grant indeed it hath not appeared, and your suspicion is not without wit and judgment. But Roderigo, if thou hast that in thee indeed, which I have greater reason to believe now than ever, I mean purpose, courage, and valor, this night show it. If thou the next night following enjoy not Desdemona, take from me this world with treachery and devise engines for my life.
Well, what is it? Is it within reason and compass?
Sir, there is a special commission come from Venice to depute Cassio in Othello's place.
Is that true? Why then Othello and Desdemona return again to Venice?
Oh, no. He goes into Mauritania and taketh away with him the fair Desdemona, unless his abode be lingered here by some accident, wherein none can be so determinate as the removing of Cassio.
How do you mean removing him?
Why, by making him incapable of Othello's place, knocking out his brains.
And that you would have me do.
Aye, if you dare do yourself a profit and a right. He sups tonight with a harlotry, and thither will I go to him. He knows not yet of his horrible fortune. If you will watch his going thence, which I will fashion to fall out between 12 and 1, you may take him at your pleasure. I will be near to second your attempt, and he shall fall between us. Come, stand not amazed at it, but go along with me. It is now high supper time, and the night grows to waste. About it.
I will hear further reason for this.
And you shall be satisfied.
I do beseech you, sir, trouble yourself no further.
Oh, pardon me. 'Twill do me good to walk.
Madam, good night. I humbly thank your ladyship.
Your honor is most welcome.
Will you walk, sir? Oh, Desdemona,
My lord?
get you to bed on the instant. I will be returned forthwith. Dismiss your attendant there. Look be done.
I will, my lord.
How goes it now? He looks gentler than he did.
He says he will return incontinent and hath commanded me to go to bed and bid me to dismiss you.
Dismiss me?
It was his bidding. Therefore, good Amelia, give me my nightly wearing and adieu. We must not now displease him.
I have laid those sheets you bade me on the bed.
Oswald, good faith, how foolish are our minds. If I do die before, prithee shroud me in one of these same sheets.
Come, come, you talk.
My mother had a maid called Barbary. She was in love. And he she loved proved mad and did forsake her. She had a song of Willow, an old thing 'twas, but it expressed her fortune and she died singing it. That song tonight will not go from my mind. My eyes do itch. Doth that but weeping?
'Tis neither here nor there.
I've heard it said so. Oh, these men. These men! Dost thou in conscience think, tell me, Amelia, that there be women who do abuse their husbands in such gross kind?
There be some such, no question.
Wouldst thou do such a deed for all the world?
Why, would not you?
No, by this heavenly light.
Nor I neither, by this heavenly light. I might do it as well in the dark.
Wouldst thou do such a deed for all the world?
The world's a huge thing. It is a great price for a small vice.
In troth, I think thou wouldst not.
In troth, I think I should. And who would not make her husband a cuckold to make him a monarch? I should venture purgatory for it.
I do not think there is any such woman.
Yes, a dozen, and as many to the vantage as would store the world they played for. But I do think it is their husbands' faults, if wives do fall. Say that they slack their duties and pour our treasures into foreign laps, or else break out in peevish jealousies, throwing restraint upon us. Or say they strike us, or scant our former having in despite. Why, we have galls, and though we have some grace, yet have we some revenge. Let husbands know their wives have sense like them. They see and smell and have their palates both for sweet and sour, as husbands have. What is it that they do when they change us for others? Is it sport? I think it is. And doth affection breed it? I think it doth. Is't frailty that thus errs? It is so too. And have not we affections, desires for sport and frailty as men have? Then let them use us well. Else let them know the ills we do, their ills instruct us so.
Good night. Good night. God me such uses send, not to pick bad from bad, but by bad mend.